Hey, what's up? This is El Aron, host of Blazing at 3 in the AZ here on 91.3 FM, KXCI. Real people, real radio. We got a special guest on the microphone, local artist from Tucson, Arizona. Introduce yourself, homie.
Hey, what up, Tucson? My name is Blk Smk from the crew S.W.C. I founded it about, I'd say, 8 years ago. We've been breaking it down since 2004.
Oh, for sure, homie. Give us a brief history of S.W.C. and what does it stand for?
Well, brief history, we started off, like I said, back in 2004, just chilling in my boy Orlando's house. We just, decided to come up with a crew name. I just, came up with it on the paper. Southwest Chicano, smoke without a challenge, and when in doubt, smoke with confidence. We were smoking click back then, but it turned to a whole lot more. We've just been trying to give back to Tucson, just trying to put them in the moods that we feel, trying to relate to everybody with every type of music. And like I said, there's no hatred or gang relation. We're ready to collab with anybody who's ready to put the time and the work to try to give back to this good city. And it's done a lot for us, man. We have a lot of love out there, and I hope to see a lot more. If we ever make it big, we'll always remember where we came from. Shoot, I remember when we started off on that karaoke machine trying to dub a tape. Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah, you come back to the studio and you put it onto a CD. We thought we were hard back then. And we've grown a lot since then. I hope the city can realize that. Hopefully we get a little bit more recognition in these next few years. But we're working on it. We ain't never going to give up on the city, so hopefully we grow.
Where can the listeners find some of your music at?
Well, you can go ahead and hit us up at soundcloud.com/BlackSmoke1987, or you can go ahead and look us up on ReverbNation.com/SWC520. Or, if you just want to surf on YouTube, you can just, type in SWC Tucson. All our videos pop up under your username, El Aron.
Yeah, El Aron, 1988 SWC, or SWC for Life 13, I believe, by the homie Scrappy.
Yep.
What is your personal perspective on Tucson AZ hip-hop and hip-hop in general?
Well, honestly, that's real diverse right now, because as of mainstream hip-hop, I'm really disappointed nowadays. I really am. I just like to listen to mostly underground and local artists, but a lot of these local artists are trying to get into that too. All that DNC bump beats, that Nah, I really ain't into that. I'm more of like a 1994 East Coast, some of that Wu-Tang Clan freelance rap, just real lyrical. But as of now, I would have to agree with Nas. Hip-hop is dead unless you have to go underground to where, all of us are. And hopefully one day it'll rise again, but we trying as best we can. I know you know that. We done put in the man hours, and hopefully it'll pay off in the end. But there are these other artists like, let me see, Strictly Clash Click, Eclipso, my boy. Let me see, Sick Minded. These are real rappers putting in real work, just like we are, just about everyday life. They got some party club beats, but they're not, all into that mainstream beat. They have their own individuality, which is good, which is what we want and which is what we need. That's what we need. We need individuality, personality to our raps. None of this, over and over again, hearing the same songs all the time. And that's what S.W.C. does. We try to come up with a different aspect of life every time we rap. And I don't understand how other rappers can say, the same thing about cars and chains and clothes. We're rapping about being broke, trying to come up on food stamps so I can feed my kids, and my mama ain't got to pay for their food. You know what I mean? Everybody's on their own. We're struggling, but we're doing our thing and we're surviving. And that's what we rap about, the struggle and surviving. And that's what I'm proud of the city. And that's what I see hip-hop is. Tupac, Biggie, they all rapped about struggling and surviving. They didn't rap about what happened afterwards. And that's what we need to bring back. That's the perspective we need to bring back to this culture of hip-hop. And I know one day we can do it. It's just up to these rappers, to get some personality into their raps and not caring about what other people think. And not caring about how much money they got, but caring about what other people see them as a person. And that's what it is. Hip-hop is individuality. And if you don't have individuality, then you're just the next Nicki Minaj or Puff Daddy or, look at Snoop. Snoop Lion had to reinvent himself. And that, all in itself, you need to retire after that. But as for hip-hop itself, I think we can bring it back. And it's a positive perspective from what I see it as, from my point. So yes, I do believe hip-hop is a positive thing, and I really do enjoy doing it. And I know you do too.
Yes, sir. And thank you very much for showing some love to KXCI right here, doing this little interview a couple of days before New Year's. And, people going to be hearing this on New Year's morning. So it's Happy New Year 2013. Send some shout-outs, man.
Yeah, I'd like to send some shout-outs to my main clique right here. We got DJ El Aron, my boy Panda, a.k.a. Orly. We got my cousin Abe Lope. We got Scrappy. I'd like to send a shout out, like I said again, to my boy Eclipso, Sick Minded Click, Choriz Mex Productions. Let's see, the Runway Bar and Grill. Rest in peace to Snuffy's Bar and Grill. And anybody who just showed us love over the years, and mad respect to anybody online, whoever, tuned in and put likes and, shared our music. And I wish y'all a happy new year, and I wish nothing but the best for y'all. Just want to say I love you, Tucson, and I'm going to keep doing what I do as long as y'all keep doing what you do, and hopefully we get some more, plays on our playlist. But as of right now, I'd just like to give a thanks to KXCI, 91.3, Real People, Real Radio, my boy, my best friend, Elaron, the DJ up in this house. And I'm going to leave you like the same way I always post. I said S.W.C for life, y'all. Peace.
Thank you to Blk Smk from S.W.C for showing some love. Let's get back to the jams. You're tuning into 91.3 KXCI, Real People, Real Radio.